everyone. Welcome to Cooking with Lady D. Today is a good day. Glad to see ya. Let me do a little bit of housekeeping, as I call it. For starters, we initially had a Facebook group, Cooking with Lady D, but because of the numbers of views that were taking place and the members coming on, I understood that I needed to turn it into a Facebook page rather than a group. They are totally different. So that's what I did last night. I did that last night. I was trying to set everything up and let the members of the group know they need to come on over to the Facebook Cooking with Lady D page, okay? That's about it. Listen, once you get there, honey, I need you to click like, follow, and share. Yes, yes, yes. Today, we are going to get started. We're going to be making a nice pasta dish, but we're going to be using plant-based burger. Okay, plant-based burger is what we're going to be using. We're not going to be using meat. I don't really do vegetarian because I'm not a vegetarian or a vegan. I like the meats, I like the dairy, I like the pork, I like all of that stuff. But there are times when I don't want meat, and there are other options out there where is that you don't have to basically use meat. So we're going to start. Let me show you what I purchased from Sam's. These are plant-based burgers from Sam's, all right? So I have some in a bowl already. I'm going to put the other two patties in. Now I'm just going to go ahead and get some of these pots a little warmed up so they can be ready when we get ready. And it's all good, right? How y'all been doing? It is Saturday. It is a great day here in Georgia, the Atlanta area, Georgia, or McDonough. Whoop, whoop. It's awesome outside today. We had a cool night, but it's a pretty warm day. All right, so for starters, let's go ahead and get it going. I have the plant-based burger in here. It's not meat, the plant-based burger. There I go, burger. Okay, you can say burger. Plant-based burgers in the bowl, okay? So, right now, on my tray, I have a whole bunch of different things I'm going to put in it. And I'm not going to I'm not going to tell you what they are right now. I'll share with you what they are as we go through, all right? So, most of you know, I love my Sassoon, right? So, I'm going to go ahead and put a packet of Sassoon in there. I am going to put, this is about a half a cup of celery that's already been sauteed, okay? The celery, because what happens is when you buy this plant-based, it is very bland, very bland. So that's why a lot of people don't like it. So you really got to dress it up. As long as you know how to hook it up and dress it up with the right stuff, it's going to be absolutely delicious. So I just put in a half a cup of onions. I have here garlic cloves that I cut up, 2 of them, okay? That's going to go in there. I have about 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. We're going to put that in there. See, put all these seasonings in here. I'm telling you, honey, it's going to get it right. About a 1/4 cup of red onions go in there. We have about a 1/4 cup of scallions will go in there as well. Okay? And then we have about a teaspoon of parsley, fresh parsley. That's in there. Now, aside from that, we have my seasoning. Let me show you what kind of seasoning this is. Okay, it's Tony's Caceres. It's a Creole seasoning, okay? So it just gives it a little kick, a little spice. So I say I have about a teaspoon and a half. It's going to go in here, okay? On top of that, y'all know my favorite, the garlic and herb. I am going to put about, let's say about a teaspoon of the garlic and herb seasoning. It's going to go in there. Once again, this can be very bland. Whenever you're cooking with a plant-based, there's nothing in it. There are no seasonings or anything in there. So in order to make it taste delicious, you got to be able to hook it up. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix that around a bit. Let me just put it over here while I do it, because I'm going to go ahead and get the pot ready, because we're going to do 2 different things with this, okay? So, turn that down low. I'm just going to use in one pot, this large frying pan, I have EVOO, but it's garlic flavor. You guys know I like cooking with the flavored EVOs. So let's say that's about, let me see, about a quarter cup just went in there. About a quarter cup. And on top of that, we're going to go ahead and put a little bit, this is broth, chicken broth. So I'm going to put maybe about 2 tablespoons of chicken broth in there. And I'll let you know in a minute why I'm doing that. All right, so now we're going to continue putting all that good stuff in this plant base so we can get some flavor and some deliciousness from it. This is heavy cream, so it's about a half cup of heavy cream I'm putting in here. This is going to give it moisture because plant-based, not only is it dry, it's pretty bland as well. It's pretty bland as well. All right, so we go, well, honey, we hooking this thing up. Let me tell y'all something. By the time y'all taste this, y'all gonna say, my goodness, where's she been? Where's she been? All right, so now what I need to do is put my gloves on because we got to get right down and dirty. Get down and dirty. Get down and dirty in the meat. Let me turn this eye on so it can start to heat up a bit. All righty. It's always good to have those pots warming up. All right, so I got my gloves. Put my gloves on. We're going to get down and dirty. We're going to mix a lot of this stuff together with our hands. All right. Spoon is okay, but honey, let me tell you something. Nothing like putting them fingers in there. All right. Hi, how are you? I see you watching. I'm so sorry, but unless you make a comment, I really can't see who's watching. I can just tell that we have a couple of folks on watching. So, how you doing today? All right, so I'm going on ahead. And I'm mixing this up, honey. Getting deep down dirty, darling. Like you giving somebody a massage. Giving somebody a massage. I need the massage. That's who need the massage, me. All right. And then we have 2 tablespoons of sour cream and chive. I'm going to go ahead on and drop that in there as well. 2 tablespoons of sour cream and chive. And you see why I got my gloves on? Because it's so much easier and nicer when you could just pull it out with your fingers. Pull it out with your fingers. And just go ahead on and put that all together. I'm going to tell you something. It looks like meat, doesn't it? It looks like meat. It's plant-based. But it's going to have a taste and a flavor that's going to make you say, you know what? I don't need that ground beef this week. Let me go get some plant-based. It's a little bit healthier. It's a little bit healthier, and I could work with it. Okay, so next, let me just rinse my hand right quick. I'm going to rinse my hand with the gloves on because I still need the gloves. I'm going to show y'all what else I'm going to add to it, okay? So just hang tight. Okie dokie. Get a paper towel here. So, ain't nobody throwing away and changing gloves every 2 minutes. Bam! They clean now, okay? Just rinse them off. All right. So, the next thing we're going to add to this plant-based, y'all not going to believe what this is. Let me tell you what this is. Plantain Chips. Yes, plantain chips. I went to Burlington earlier in the week and I wanted some plantains. So you know how you go online, you ready to pay for your stuff. So I'm online, I'm waiting, and I said, oh, I want some plantains. I haven't had plantains in a long time. So I picked that bag up. But then when I got it home, I opened it up, just knew I was going to have me a nice little plantain chip while I'm watching TV. Honey, I took one out, almost bust my teeth, almost broke my teeth. Why? Because it wasn't the normal ones that I buy. These are a Tropic Max. These are Tropic Max, it says. And it says vegan and no GMO and none of that stuff. I usually get the regular ones. So I said, well, what am I going to do with that? What am I going to do with it? Let me tell you something. When you're a cook, honey, when you're a cook, I ain't about that life where I'm wasting nothing. So I said, you know what? It can be a base. I'm going to go ahead and grind them up. So what I did, here it is right here. Look at this. In my food processor, I grind up those plantains. And I already tried this out. Trust me, I wouldn't put y'all on blast in me trying something new for the first time. Okay? So, I said I'm going to put it inside the plant base because this is a coating. It's a coating. But I'm going to use this in 2 different ways. All right. So, this is ready. So, now in one pot, we're going to use some of this plant-based like a sloppy joe. Okay? I'm going to use it like a sloppy joe. And I'll show y'all why in a minute. So I'm taking some out. Yeah, it'll be like a sloppy joe because it's going to go on top of our pasta. Alright, so I'm just patting that out. Let me let y'all see. See? Just patting it out. So now while that's cooking down on low, let me show you what I'm going to do. I have another pot here that's warm, that's heating up. Because we're going to make some little balls, some little bites. Let's say some little bites out of the plant base. And we're going to deep fry them. Yes, we're going to deep fry. So again, I have my plantains grinded up. I'm going to put a little bite in here. I'm just rubbing some of the plantains over on this. Let me get something to put them on. One moment. So just like a little mini bite here. A little tiny little mini bite. A little ball. And I'll take the other one out. If I can find it. Here it is. And I just rolled it around. There we go. We turn the oven up a little bit. We can't be here all day now, right? This got to cook. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I got some shredded carrots. I'm just going to pour them on the side of the pan of the other plant-based mixture. I always like to have different colors. I like color. You know, when you're cooking food, you want to have color. That way you know. Actually, when you have color in your food, you know, you have something green, something red, something orange, then you know it's healthy. I learned that from somewhere. Probably back in my home economics class back in 1970-something. I don't think they teach home economics in school anymore, do they? I had home economics and I had sewing. I took both of them. I'll never forget the first thing I cooked when I got home from that home economics. I made pizza. You know how that pizza was made? Y'all know if you're around my age. You went and bought yourself some English muffins and some ketchup and some mozzarella cheese, honey. And you put that ketchup on top of that English muffin. Then that mozzarella cheese. Then you put it in the oven. Yep, in the oven. We ain't had no air fryer, none of that stuff. You put it in the oven, okay? And that thing came out once that cheese is melted. Once the cheese is melted and that English muffin is a little bit crispy, you got yourself a pizza. That's your pizza. Go on and sit down and enjoy. You ain't going to Tony's today. You ain't going to Tony's Pizza. You got your pizza. There we go. So what I'm doing, I'm coating some of this with the plantain mix, with the plantain. So they can hold together because I'm going to deep fry it. I'm going to deep fry it. It's going to be delicious. Watch me. Watch me. You know, people ask me all the time, they say, why do you love cooking or something like that? Well, I'm going to just keep it real. Honey, I don't know about you, but if you done been through something in your life, let me make sure this is hot. Give me one moment. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of water on that. Make sure I get a pop. Yep. I'm just going to take one at a time. Drop it in there. 2, 3. I'm going to put 5, 4, and 5. Like I was saying, honey, what made me learn how to cook and why I enjoy cooking? Let me tell you, in life, if you've ever gone through something and money was tight, and all you had in that house was hard food. Y'all know what hard food is? Hard food is a little bit of rice, chicken and more chicken, some beef, some grits, some eggs, some milk, that kind of stuff. Hard food is not that processed stuff. Okay? And you ain't got nothing but hard food in that house. And you tired of eating the same thing. Let me tell you, I got to mixing. I got to mixing and putting together stuff. Let me try this and let me try that. Honey, I fed my kids. Yes, I did. Fed my family. So I like trying new things, but I like good food. See, there's food and there's good food. There's a big difference. I like good food. And I like clean food. And the thing is, When you cooking at home, you should know your food is clean. It's clean. Hopefully, if you wash your hands and keep a clean house, you got clean food. All right. So now the plantain mix is all gone. I got a few other those little knots sitting over there. I'm going to take off my gloves. Now these cook really, really fast in the deep fry. So let me get a tray or a plate to put them on. I'm sorry for opening up this in your face. I'm sorry for opening up in your face, but I just need to get a plate out of here. Should have had it out. Ah. All right. Put a paper towel on it. One moment. Now this is my first live on this video, on this page, so I sure hope you can hear me. Hi Miriam! I am making plant-based burgers, but in a different way. Yes, I'm going to do it over a pasta, so part of it is going to be like a sloppy joe, and the other ones are deep fried. That's what I'm making today. Can you hear me clearly? Let me know. This is my first time doing live on the new page. I want to make sure y'all can hear me. All right, so I'm just moving these around a bit. These are the ones that are deep fried, being deep fried. Now I also have some fire roasted tomatoes. I'm going to take the fire roasted tomatoes and sit them on the side of the pan with the other plant-based burger. I don't know, it's so funny. I be saying burger. I want to say plant-based burger meat. But it's not a meat. I'm just going to turn that up on a number 5. That's looking pretty good. Let me check out over here. And I already have the pasta. Oh yeah, these are looking good. These are looking really good. The pasta's already made, okay? Let's take a look over here. I did the pasta. My pasta, I don't know, I hear people say that they cook their pasta in 10 minutes. Mine take more than 10 minutes. I don't do no 10-minute pasta. Well, here's the pasta, okay? And I have a little bit of garlic and herb seasoning on here. And I poured some of the chicken broth in here as well. So that's why you don't see it sticking or anything like that, okay? Now the pasta that I used, only because it was on sale. Let me go ahead and put that out there because it really doesn't matter to me. It was the Muller spaghetti, and it's gluten-free. It was only $1. So I said, you know what? We can go gluten-free for $1. So that's that. So now I'm just going to go ahead and finish stirring everything up. But yes, honey, if y'all know what it's like to have hard food in that house, then you know what surviving is. Keep hard food in your house, especially you young people, especially when the weather is getting cold now. What's hard food? Once again, have some rice in the house, maybe some beans in the house, some canned goods, some chicken, some more chicken, some beef, you know, cans of milk, hard food, something that you know you can go to if you need to. Oh, this is looking so good. All right, I think our knots are ready. Oh, yes. Woo! Now, these have plantains. I used my food processor to grind up the plantain chips. So, these are good and crunchy. I'm going to go ahead and put the other ones in. Go ahead and put the other ones in. These take maybe about, I guess, about 4 or 5 minutes, I guess, to cook here. I'm going to put all of them in. They're deep frying. Oops. Alrighty. Now, like I said, y'all keep some hard food in your house. And then you get the extras, okay? So if you already have hard food in your house, survival food, then it's easy to shop. I'm going to turn this up because this is looking real good. It's really basically done. I'm just turning it up right now. And I'm going to add some tomato sauce to it. Let me just stick this over here out the way. What kind of tomato sauce I'm using? the one that was on sale. So this is Barilla. Some tomato sauce in there, like that. Because this is going to go on top of our pasta. Now, you can add cheese or whatever else you normally add to your pasta. That's fine. I'm going to put some more of the garlic and herb seasoning. I'm going to sprinkle some more of that on top. I guess that's about a tablespoon. I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper on top of there as well. Yes, we moving today, honey. We on the move today. I'm going to go ahead and warm up this pasta in the back here. So that can be nice and warm when we put everything together. Okay. Now, I can turn this off. This is ready. I'm going to let it simmer. We're going to take a look at... Oh, this looks so nice. Now, look at this, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Looking like Sloppy Joe, right? Looking like Sloppy Joe. But it's so much more healthier. This is awesome. Miriam, I was telling Carmen, you know, Carmen asked me to do a meal that didn't require meat. So I hope she's able to find the page. I see you found my new page. Miriam, if you know anybody else that was in our group that's having a hard time finding a new page, can you help them out, please? Can you help them out? You good at helping out. You was in platoon number 1. No, let me see. You was in platoon number 2. I was in platoon number 3. Nobody else gonna know what that means but us, Miriam, but it's okay. All right, so we're waiting for the other little crispy knots to finish. So while we're doing that, we're gonna do a little sauce, okay? We're gonna do a little sauce because we're gonna dip these. If you like, you could dip these into the sauce and just take a bite. So we're gonna do a little sauce, and let me tell you what's in the sauce. Okay, we have a bourbon chicken sauce here. It's a dipping sauce. And I think you guys know I love this Beyond Burger, the burger topping. Okay, it's like caramelized onions in here. A little bit of barbecue sauce. And we have a little bit of sweet chili. That's all in the sauce, okay? I'm only going to do a little sauce. Hold on, let me just check this out. These cook real fast, honey. Really fast. They looking real good. Okay, we got time to make our sauce. By the time we finish with our sauce, that's going to be ready. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pour everything in. The chicken bourbon sauce. There we go. I'm only making a serving for 1. There go the barbecue sauce. We're just using this as a dipping sauce. Here go the sweet chili. And finally, we have the burger topping. That's the caramelized onions. Okay? Put that in there like that. Just whip it up like this. Guess what? That's it, baby. That's it. The sauce is ready. It's in the sauce. Let me see. Yes. Sauce is ready. I think our little nuggets are ready too. Yes. We're going to use these as dippers. These are looking so pretty. I tell you, I'm so glad I decided not to throw that bag of plantains away, but rather, like I made mention, I went on ahead and I grind them up in my food processor, and I use them as a coating or topping. I'm gonna show y'all these here, even though we're gonna pot it, we're gonna put it in the pot and everything, but I'm still gonna show y'all. All right, this is ready. This is done. Let me take a peek over here at our pasta. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let me see, is it warm? Let me see, touch it. Yep, it's nice and warm. All this is ready. And guess what? Just like that. Just like that. I want to take this off the eye because this is hot grease. And the eye is there. It's going to still be cooking if I don't move it. Okay, because that's hot, 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 hot. I love my gas stove, but you got to be careful with gas stoves, okay? Because you will get burnt. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you will get burnt. Cover that bit with the top. All right, let me show y'all this. I'm going to plate it, but I just want to show y'all. Y'all see this? This is plant-based. Look at that. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh, it's hot. I need to wait till it cool down. Oh. And it got all those different flavors and ingredients inside. All right, so we got our sauce ready. We got our topping ready. I'm going to go ahead and plate it. Just like that, we done. Let me go ahead and plate it, honey, so I can show y'all what we working with. Where's my, let me see here. Got to show y'all what we working with, baby. So we're going to get some of the pasta noodles. That have the carrots is in here as well. Okay. Oh, this looks so good. Oh, that's so pretty. Let me see something. I'm working in a small space, but baby, let me tell you something, honey. We got some big flavors coming out of this small space. You better believe it. All right, then I'm going to take, woo, Jesus. Some of the mixture that's like a sloppy Joe mixture, honey. Give me a moment. Just stay with me for a moment. Don't leave me now. Plate this here. I'm almost done. Just want to have everything perfect. When you look at it, you're going to be like, I need that. I need that. It didn't take too long. It didn't take long at all. All right, so let's plate this here. You guys can see how pretty and delicious it looks. Let me get my little sauce while y'all trying to take my sauce. There we go. Delicious, delicious. Okay, and we about ready. All of that, and we are about ready. There it is. There she is. I'm gonna bring it over. Wait a minute. It's kind of hot. I'm on the way. Don't worry. I'm on the way. I didn't forget about y'all. I had to get this out the way. Okay. All right. One more. Then I'm just taking a snapshot like I always do. The goodie. All right, here it goes. How do you like that? How do you like that? Is that not nice? Pretty, right? And this is not meat. It's not meat. And then we have the dippers. We have the dippers with the sauce that we made. Okay, and I even have a tortilla here in case somebody wants to like pick it up and dip it in and eat it like that as well. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. So now you know what's next before we head out of here. I gotta taste it. I haven't eaten all day. I told y'all that I usually don't eat until if I know I'm preparing a meal that day. The meal that I prepare is what I'll eat off for the day. Woo! I'm ready, baby. All right. So the first things first, get me a napkin, get my little cup out. You know I got me my little cup. It says positive thoughts, create positive things. You better get you one. You better get you some. Let me take a sip first. Oh, what's in here? Stop playing, y'all. It's only Lipton half and half. All right. So now we're going to go. Can y'all see me? Let me go back. Oh my goodness. Let me pick it up. I'm just gonna pick it up. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is so good. Oh my gosh. Y'all gotta try this here. This is so good. Oh my goodness, I taste all the flavors. I taste all of the flavors in here. And it actually tastes like meat. It truly does. This is delicious. This is delicious. It's so good. I'm going to tell you something in a minute. And that is, you better get you some. Now, let's try. Oh my God, the little, what did I call these? I don't even know what the heck I called them. But I call them little bites. Okay, so what I did, the little bites, you see? Stuck it in the sauce that we made. You hear that crunch? It's because it's coated with the plantain. Look at that. Oh God, it's so good. This is delicious. This is a 5-star meal. Yes, it is. No, this is a 5+ star meal. Lord have mercy. You know what? I could almost just sit down and eat these little bites just for the heck of it. Even without the sauce. But listen, it's been great. It's been good. It is delicious. Until we meet the next time, I love you guys. Remember to like the video, continue to follow me, share it, and invite friends. Invite friends. You guys have a great Saturday. Peace. Y'all know what I got to do. I got to eat.